We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 12. Love now. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Isaiah Simmons. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. This opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Love. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the Cards are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. On just 2 plays have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the 29, Love. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Baker with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Love going to give this one to Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Love looking to throw it. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On play action. Love to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Zaven Collins in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, it's Moore. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Murray going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Here's Dillon, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and hoping to call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Love gonna stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing. Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's at the 40, the 20, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Play fake. Here's Love. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's the backup Newton. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, Newton looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. On third down, it's Moore. And he's got Rome. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you. Try it.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
First down, Murray. This is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it. After 3 plays, I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rico Gafford in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Isabella. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. More. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Moore. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moore. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw is Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rico Gafford. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 7, Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Love, they go play action now. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a carry for Dillon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They run with Dillon. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Now a run with Dillon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Trying to give it to the first man through on 3rd and goal, denied.
Yeah, about how they sold out on that play. Just decided, we know what you're going to do. You're going to bring it at us in a running game. And they had everyone tracking the football. Didn't let him through.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Isabella. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, it's Moore. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Moore. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On third down, Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Dancing to his left. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Second and 9. Now Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Love from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing again on second down. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
The Troubles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days.